Hello and welcome to the Eastern Idaho Planning Briefing for Monday, March 30th. We've got quite a bit going on. We'll start though with a summary of what you're going to see here. First of all, we have light rain and mountain snow this morning in central Idaho mountains and the northeast highlands. The snow level will rise to near 7,000 feet elevation this afternoon. And then this evening is when the snow will really take off and accumulating, with the snow level lowering by tomorrow morning to 5,500 feet. And so if you're at that elevation or higher, you will see some snow. There'll be more rain and snow on Tuesday and Tuesday night. The snow will once again crash down to the Snake River Plain by Tuesday evening, so everyone will be getting snow if you happen to have snow, especially after midnight on Tuesday night. Also expect a windy Monday afternoon and a very windy Tuesday afternoon as possible. I will say at this point that there are winter weather advisories out in the central Idaho mountains. We've also issued a special weather statement for the mountains that border Wyoming, all the way from Maxon all the way down to the Bear Lake Basin. And that's for mostly for the snowfall amounts. For the most part, for this time of year, I would call them moderate, but, if this was the deep winter, I'd say these are light snowfall amounts, with most of them staying below 6 inches, with the exception of the central Idaho mountains, where we do have winter weather advisory. We'll look at that in detail here in a little bit. Okay, so here's our latest satellite. Here is the main front that will be sweeping through tomorrow morning. This will have made it all the way over to here, and will be basically slicing eastern Idaho right in half. All right, so you can see the moderate impact weather is basically today, especially, I should say the next 24 hours. So starting this afternoon, going through the overnight hours and into Tuesday, we are looking at the Wood River area to have that issue. Snow level will start out around 6,000, or that's where it will peak this afternoon. It will lower to 5,500. That's also the same for the Sawtooth and South Lemhi County. So it looks like snow. Most of the Sawtooth area is above 6,000, so that will be all snow for the entire 24-hour period. And it could start there in the morning, but more likely it'll take off during the afternoon. For the southeast highlands, the eastern highlands, we have rain and snow starting in the afternoon. You can see in the highlands it'll start at 6,800 feet, so fairly high, and it will lower to 6,000 by tomorrow morning, after Monday night's pretty much wrapping up. And then not much going on for the places in the Snake River Plain, the Magic Valley, or the Southern Hills. It'll be mostly rain, with some snow in the South Hills on Monday night. Tuesday, again, it's rain for the most part during the day in the heavily populated areas of eastern Idaho. There is a chance for it, though, to change to snow late Tuesday night. But by then, the precip is mostly done, and so I wouldn't look for more than half an inch accumulation for the Snake River Plain and Magic Valley on Tuesday. Southern Hills, snow above 5,500 feet, and then just a chance of snow on Tuesday night. The snow will continue for the southeast highlands and eastern highlands. But again, should be light snow. I wouldn't look for much more than a total of 6 inches, with the exception maybe of Teton Pass, where it might get to 6 to 10. But that's about the only pass that would be impacted that heavily in those passes going to Montana and Wyoming. And then for the Lost River, basically for the central Idaho mountains, these last 4 zones down here, we're looking at snow during the day, and then a chance of snow really starting around 6 p.m. The snow should really taper off in our western area. For April Fool's Day, Wednesday, we are just looking at some snow likely in the highland area, specifically eastern highlands, so it would be from Palisades northward to Max Inn. And then some snow likely for portions of the central Idaho mountains but and that is mostly in the afternoon. So it's a lot of enhanced shower activity, I think, with the unstable atmosphere to be left behind this, but we're not expecting any sort of thunderstorm activity. And then it all deteriorates to a chance of snow for Wednesday night. And down here at the lower elevations, a slight chance of snow on Wednesday, and then we're done with it for the populated areas. I see not much going on Thursday, April 2nd, and then Friday, April 3rd. Another weak trough coming in, so there's snow starting Friday afternoon and could continue to Friday night. But at this point, it's just a slight chance for all of those areas, basically the mountainous areas of eastern Idaho and central Idaho. So let's look in detail at what's going to be happening today and tomorrow. Here's the snowfall amount this morning through noon. You can see widespread, just light snow. It should be below an inch if it falls at all. This afternoon is when it picks up in the central Idaho mountains. You can see on the eastern side, because it's warming, there's actually less snowfall during the afternoon. And then during the evening, as things start to cool, you can see it really intensifies in the central Idaho mountains with, basically just bumping up right against 4 to 6 inches in the about an inch an hour at some of these higher elevations. But down at road level, you're looking at 2 to 3 probably in Galena Summit area, and still Haley at 0 because it takes a while for the snow level to lower. And even late night tonight, Haley, 5,500 feet, will just be right around the snow level. So the 24-hour snow totals, anything in the warm colors there and the yellows and oranges is in excess of 6 inches. So you see it is 6 inches in Galena Summit and a good portion of State Route 75. 4 to 6 inches in the Stanley Basin, 2 to 3 in the Sun Valley area. Haley, less than an inch, so really just a dusting there. And then other locations in and around Targhee Pass, and then definitely Teton Pass will have some issues. You can see here that's basically 6 to 10 inches of snow falling there, and some snow even in the Pine Creek Pass, but not quite as bad. Okay, on Tuesday, this will be what the weather will be like. The cold front will be just, it is slower than our forecast prediction for yesterday. It will still be slicing our area in half on Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. And so the snowfall still falling pretty good. You can see it does in the afternoon. Temperatures actually don't warm up a whole lot, so it sort of stays steady. And then tomorrow evening is when the front is out of here. Things begin to, the whole system begins to pull away from Idaho and go more into Colorado and Wyoming through with us. And so just a dusting of snow here, less than an inch for most locations, with the exception of the Wyoming border region. And then late Tuesday, it's all an inch or less. So the 24-hour snowfall for Tuesday night. Again, you can see it's not great amounts of snow, certainly less than what we're getting tonight, but still, 1 to 2 inches isn't something you can just ignore. The other thing going on is winds. Here's the winds for this afternoon. Again, that's when they should start taking off along with the snow. You can see basically 20 to 25 mile an hour winds for most of the Snake River Plain and some of the mountains. That continues into the evening. Slackens a little bit during the late night hours. And then tomorrow morning it picks up again. And you see it's actually even stronger tomorrow afternoon, with some areas getting in excess of 30 miles an hour over the Arco Desert, U.S. Route 20 and 26 areas between INL and Idaho Falls. And then tomorrow evening, it finally falls off here. Wind speed at the late night hours after midnight finally tapering off. So once again, winter weather advisory is in effect for this afternoon through Tuesday afternoon, and it is for the central Idaho areas, basically the Wood River Valley, the Stanley Basin, and the surrounding sawtooths, and even portions of the Big and Little Wood River basins. Snow level will rise, so there will be a lot of it rain, but then it will be lowering again tonight, and that's when we expect most of the snowfall to accumulate. More rain and snow for Tuesday and Tuesday night, and it'll be windy both Monday afternoon and potentially even windier on Tuesday afternoon. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number. Check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.